Questions? Andy Jarvis looks like he's playing better offensively than he was for a while.
You know, he played good in the second half against Coastal, and when we had to storm back, he then has back spasms against SEMO, doesn't play. We go to Dayton, and he was really the only guy that gave us consistency. Offensively, we're really sporadic, but he was steady for us, kept us around. We had a chance to steal it at the end. And then tonight, I thought as we were making that push, he was the guy that was being the player that we need him to be.
What's different about him? You mentioned back spasms.
Yeah, you know, his body's beat up a little bit, but everybody in college basketball at this point is. My hope is that he's getting back into a rhythm, and he understands. I mean, we certainly talked about it enough. He certainly understands the importance that he brings to this team.
Where's this team, I guess, in terms of your expectations for it now going into SEC play?
There's been a lot of things, Hugh, in the non-conference that I was not expecting. You know, some of the inconsistencies, and to be honest with you, it just may have been, you know, a false impression on myself initially, because I felt like the continuity would be a little better, but simply because we had more experience. But the reality is we're still integrating new guys into the way we do things. It took us a while to figure out who's best with whom, and we've been inefficient offensively at times with turnovers. I thought that was the key early in the game. It's what cost us the Dayton game. It's what cost us a number of the games early is live ball turnovers. We had 4 turnovers at the first media. We end up with 11. We have 23 assists off 34 made field goals, which show we were sharing the ball. This team needs to share the ball. We got to help each other get shots. We've always had a guy, you know, Marshall, Murph, whoever, that we could throw it to and they can manufacture a little bit, obviously in vastly different ways. But this group's got to help each other get shots.
Has that team figured out who can play with him?
Pardon me?
Have you figured out who can play with him?
Yeah, I've got a better understanding from a rotation standpoint. Everybody's got strengths and weaknesses, and I've got to make sure that I've got guys that can cover one another when they're out there.
Who else has kind of taken another step, kind of like along with Hugh's question, who else has kind of developed enough to where you feel strong about them even coming off the bench?
You know, we're going to continue to play 9, 10 guys. I thought Rod Lawrence gave us good minutes today, 14 minutes. Just brought us some energy, which he's been doing in practice. He's got the ability to make a shot. And, you know, the other guys, we're going to play a 4-man post rotation for the most part, and we're playing 4 or 5 different guards. Obviously, we need Jarvis. We need Snoop. We need Moody to be consistent. Terrence, I think, since SEMO has really settled in, and it just goes back to shot making. He was really, really struggling with his shot making the last 3 games. He settled in where I think he can really help us.
What you've seen of Kentucky, what does any team have to do to have a chance against them late?
You know, the biggest thing is you're going to have to make jump shots, which is not easy to do in any venue, much less Rupp. But you're going to have to make jump shots because of their length and their ability to alter everything in the paint. You're going to have to man up and make some jump shots. And then defensively, you've got to do an incredible job off your defensive glass. It's one way this team has improved. We've improved on our rebounding margins a little bit. Guys are pursuing the ball more consistently. If you allow them to live off their offensive glass, you have no chance. And then if you can't make shots because things at the rim are few and far between.
Is it better to play this Kentucky game out of the gate, or does that matter?
You know, I'm just excited that it's SEC season. Obviously, the stakes get raised, and when you get a chance to play the #1 team in the country and in the best venue in all of college basketball, this is the reason that you do this. And so I think our guys will be excited about the opportunity.